recap, you guys did your shit, got here, now you're here. Done. You're looking for an antidote to the Frigid Woe. You know that Pale Bank village, the village that you were first in. More and more people are seeming to get infected by this, and in fact, a number of you are infected by the Frigid Woe. And so you find yourselves in a circumstance where you're in potentially dire needs of finding a cure, because the outcome, it does appear to be being frozen solid if you don't find the cure. You made your way into this temple after being accompanied by a cleric that the buyer sent, whose name I forget even to this moment.
Tiro.
Sure. You kind of beat your way into this Aeorian vault, this Aeorian like research lab or whatever the heck it is. Took down a variety of creatures, including zombies, animated armors, and last thing you did was you checked out all the rooms in this hallway down below you here, and you saw one was like a room filled with a whole bunch of weapons that are just like trashed on the ground. One had a big X on it, which in an ancient Draconic language you could tell kind of had the wording like "Don't go in here." At the end of the hall there was two more doors. The one to the right led to a flooded room, and then the one to the left led to what looks like a laboratory with a one of these guys. You guys can see that, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Yo, this is Saul's from Saul's vault. Dope.
Yep.
Oh, that makes sense.
A white, as it were, or some type of better zombie. Now he's not wearing exactly that type of look. Like, yeah, he actually looks like he's got like a cloak on. He does have armor, but he's got a cloak over top of the armor, and he's actually wearing like, and you would have seen this, like gloves, and he actually had like a contraption on his head that had like magnifying glasses on the front, and he was like working at one of the tables on something, but you guys kind of just like poked your head in and then were like, nope, and backed out. So yeah, you guys came back to a room you'd secured and got in a short rest. You're all level 4, and anybody who has the Frigid Woe, give me a con saving throw.
Oh fuck.
Alright, give me a sec here. Con saving throw.
See what I got. I got a 6.
Woot woot.
Gonna
All right.
lower my maximum speed to 15 there.
Yes, you will.
Just preemptively.
Rhogar, you're fine. You're okay.
Think mine. Roll20 just opened up for me.
Yeah, it's showing you as connecting.
Yep. 13 for me.
You two are just fine. Which is very good for you. 'Cause you have a speed of like 10 right now, don't you?
Yeah, I have a speed of 10, so I'm kind of fucked.
Alrighty.
It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. So, what do you guys want to do?
Well, I think somebody who's pretty talkative should probably go in and talk to this guy.
Yes.
He's not wearing any weapons, so could be okay.
Yes, I've had lots of experience with friendly undead, but let's give it a try.
Doesn't hurt to try and avoid a fight. And if he can give us an antidote, we can get the heck out of here.
Wait, why do I have 2 different bardic inspirations? What? Sorry, my character sheet for some reason put 2 bardic inspirations on there. All right. Well, I guess I'll lead the way. Colder in here? Never mind. Anyway, let's go.
Yep.
Right.
I mean, you're just cold all the time, right?
Yeah.
Inside doesn't
colder.
matter. No, you're perma cold. You're perma like shivering.
Yeah. I'm shivering more now.
Right, got you.
All right, here we go.
So plan of action, we are knocking or just kind of opening the door?
I didn't think. Let's try knocking.
Let's
Or
let's try
we
and
could do
talk
one
with
of
the room.
those. We could just like do one of those like knock and then open the door and be like, "Hello."
I like your style. All right, let's do it. So
We're
when the
respecting your
group all is-
privacy as adventurers and asserting our authority as dungeoneers by coming in anyway.
Exactly.
If I can, I'm going to stay near the back and try and like sneak,
I like
so
how
that
you
like if a fight starts, then like I'll be hidden and then can.
not a one of you are coming close to the door.
Rhogar did.
Oh, I don't see
Eh,
him.
Anybody who'd like to go ahead and make a stealth check?
Yep. Got me.
Nope,
Let's see.
not stealthy.
Oh, she.
Oh, Ross.
Ben got a 20. My
Mhm.
goodness.
No wonder you can't see him on the map.
9. The stealthiest one here got a 9.
Nice.
Okay. All
It
right.
is a hilarious thing when the hefty, hulking, towering barbarian is the stealthiest one in the bunch.
All right.
Yeah.
As Oglavone can attest.
All right.
Alrighty.
So, with that, Chanty will knock 3 times on the door, and then open it wide and stride confidently into the room.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
All right. So you knock, and as you swing the door open, you see the white has moved up in between to this section here. He now has a long sword in his hands, and he says this to you.
Oh no.
Svalal rise to us, Principus. Which is, do you speak Draconic?
No,
I do.
Okay. So Chanty, you're just like,
Chanty sticks his head back out of into the hallway and says, "Does anyone speak nonsense?"
and actually behind you now, because you spoke your head, like Rhogar's actually standing right beside you. But
Oh
you
my
didn't-
God!
he's not
Yeah.
stealthy yet. And and he says, and I like whatever Ben says.
What does he say to me?
So what you got from that, Ben, it was broken Draconic, or like a dialect of Draconic you've never heard before, but something along the lines of, "What be you here?"
I think for a second, and I reply back, "We're assistants. We've come to assist you."
Oh.
And while they're speaking in when Rhogar immediately replies in Draconic, Chanty just has like 2 fingers on the bridge of his nose.
Okay.
It's
Yep.
like, God damn it.
Yeah. Okay. He like turns his full focus to the one kind of speaking his language, who's no longer stealthed, and he says, "Be it who sent you."
I'm about to say, is there anything that he could have? There anything that we know of that he could have? Do we know anything about this guy,
The buyer.
the buyer? I reply back, "The buyer came to send us. He sent us to come assist you."
Does buyer God in work?
Yes.
I reply, "Yes, of course.
Oh God.
The great buyer above has sent us."
And we're rolling initiative. This guy doesn't like gods, but you guys didn't know that, so I figured the conversation would go one way or another.
Yeah.
I meant to select my token on that one. I'm just going to
Hey.
manually adjust that.
Oh my
Can
god.
I not do
that?
What are you trying to do, Ben?
I was trying to manually adjust the turn order because I had rolled 18 for the initiative.
Yeah, you can manually adjust it. Here, I got you.
Cool.
Dilbert got an 18 as well.
I did.
Very nice.
Nice.
Dalia, is that live 16?
Yes. Yeah.
Cool. Somebody give me a roll for Tiro.
Natural 1.
Fair.
That lines up.
Okay. And Chanty, that's your 12, yeah?
Yes, sir.
Alrighty. So the white upon Rhogar saying whatever he says back to the white, it lets out this like and then appears to start charging at you guys. So even from the hallway, you guys all hear this like disgusting like moaning roar. And what do you want to do, Dilbert?
I will. 1 second. Forgot my spell cards at home.
Oh,
Oh fuck! I can't believe you've done this.
I'm pretty much remember what spells I would pretty much cast anyways. All right, so I will
Fireball.
move. Yeah, I don't have fireball. I'm gonna move up.
and
Can
you
I
do
see him
see
from
that
there?
the white has a longsword in its hand raised and appears to be moving towards your friends.
Oh, that probably wouldn't have mattered to me anyways. Probably would have.
Okay.
As soon as I heard Rhogar speaking, I probably would have figured something was going on.
Something was going wrong.
Yeah. So I'll send a scorching ray at him.
Nice. Yep.
So the first one. Fuck. Where is my thing now? Freaking leveled up.
Mm-hmm. +6, +7.
Plus 6, yeah. So that's 17 to hit.
Yep.
Yeah. Can't remember if it's a. Pretty sure it's a D10.
2d6 for scorching ray, I'm pretty sure, isn't it?
2d6. Never mind then.
Then you get 3 of them, so you can go like
Yeah.
3 attacks and yeah.
I'll do damage at a time. 7 damage.
Yep. Catches him in the chest. He don't
That's
like
20,
it.
23 to hit.
Oh yeah.
Another 4 damage. And 20 to hit. Dirty.
Yep.
And another 6 damage.
Nice.
And that will be my turn. Because I can't move anymore.
So as the conversation seemingly breaks down, Dilbert flies around the corner and Ray, all into the creature's torso and leaves some pretty good scorch marks and burns his laboratory vest a good deal. And you see he does have armor underneath it. Rhogar, you're up next.
Well, seeing as how things have taken a turn for the worse and negotiations have broken down, I jump onto the table, run across to kicking anything out of the way.
Okay, make a con saving throw.
Con saving throw. Oh. All right then.
TPK.
Why is it not?
Jump on the table.
There we go. Fuck.
No.
Okay,
Oh.
so as you jump on the table and start kicking shit out of the way, just like in your, barbarian rage, you kick up a ton of blue powder
Oh
Oh,
no!
brilliant.
that just like sprays up into your face. And actually, Chanty, give you a con saving throw
Oh.
too,
God damn it. I'm sorry.
because you would have been within that 5-foot radius.
Ken.
All right, yeah, and both of you just kind of as more of the Frigid Woe substance gets into your system, you each lose 5 feet of movement.
No.
I am I'll take that because I'm not planning on moving anyway because I jump off to come flying up here with a flying axe attack.
Okay,
Is
so
right
give me. So if you're jumping off the table, give me a athletics or acrobatics check. I guess depending on your flair. Okay, so with that roll,
and I fall flat on my face. Bam.
No, you do land on your feet, but you land and then you swing your attack. So I was gonna give you advantage if it was over a certain DC, but okay, go ahead. Of course, if you
Alright.
reckless attack, who cares? I guess.
Yep. I mean, there's nothing more reckless than jumping off a table and going axe first into someone's face.
True. And he actually parries your axe as it comes in.
Oh, jeez.
So
Fine.
you do not make a solid contact with him. Anything else?
No, I stand my ground.
Alrighty. Dalia.
All right. Shit balls. 5, 10, 20, 25. And then I'm going to look through the door and just go, remember that we need him to make a cure. Do not kill him. And I'll just hold an action to throw a dagger if he keeps fighting us after Rhogar talks to him more.
Yeah.
Okay. Chanty.
Okay. My options are quite limited, so let's see what I can do.
For the record, I am sorry about that.
Yeah.
Let's see. Well, okay. Chanty will take 2 steps forward.
Which is his full movement, right?
Yes, it is. Oh, I can't even do that. Okay, I guess I'll just hold my action. if we're, if he like breaks out and charges me, I guess I'll stab him because I don't have any ranged options.
Alrighty.
Well, I do, but not ones that I want to use with my friends nearby.
Fair enough.
I
You don't
mean,
have
if
to
you
have
want to,
comprehend.
I mean, if you want to try and pepper him with crossbow bolts, I mean, shit, I don't really care at this point. More than likely, I'm gonna go down anyway, so at least I'm going down in a blaze of glory.
Yeah,
That'll make 2 characters that Alex has killed in this campaign.
most of my spells are related on support, specifically healing. So
Pretty much almost exactly how I played Moreau.
except for
Yeah.
Shatter. Shatter
Yeah.
is the best bard spell. It lets
The-
you explode people.
It's
Oh
true.
God.
And that might help here. But the white, before he makes his 2 attacks on you, Rhogar, he is going to say in his draconic-esque language, he's going to say, let those who follow gods die like them. And then he's going to make 2 longsword attacks on you.
All
Thanks for
right.
killing him.
17
Yeah, that's a hit.
and a 7.
That does not.
Whew. It gets you for 10 points of slashing damage.
Oof.
As the first blade, or first swing catches you right square across the chest. And you weren't raging, right?
No, I was not.
So you take the full brunt of that. But the second one then goes kind of wide, and that's that. Next up is Hero. He's gonna move up as far as he can get on his turn. I'll probably just hold there.
Let's say
No,
where
he'll do Sacred Flame on this guy. That sounds
Let's
like
say
a thing,
where
right?
is he? I don't see his token.
He's right here.
Oh, okay.
we all pointed him out.
We're like right here. Jeez.
Yeah, I literally do not. I literally do not see his token on my screen. So.
Oh, weird.
Chanty, give me a 2d8. No, 1d8. 1d8.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah, at least he's radiant or his sacred flame on the white, and I guess hurts him a little bit. Alrighty, that brings us back to the top of the round, Dilbert.
All right. Dilbert's gonna look into the room and see if he can from here if you can see the gold powder.
Yeah,
Or
go
any kind of gold powder.
make a perception check.
Smart.
I rolled a 15 plus. Nope, wrong spot. 16.
16. Okay. You don't clearly see any gold powder, like in any vials or anything like that, or even on any of the tables. You do certainly see that each of the tables, though, does all like they all have like a variety of different mechanisms in place and different like laboratory tools. But every single one of the tables, except for the one right beside Chanty, that Rhogar originally ran over, are all have the blue substance that you believe to be the Frigid Woe, all in various states on each of the tables. Like this guy's been experimenting with this.
Oh, okay, so he's probably the maker of the blue shit, not the gold shit,
Yeah,
as far
yeah.
as I can tell.
Yeah.
All right.
And you don't
Found
even
the wrong
that'll-
white.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't believe he makes an antidote at all. And that'll probably be my turn.
Okay, yeah, I'd say that look was a I'd give
Action.
that as an action, yeah. So if you had a bonus action, you could, but okay.
I don't have a bonus action thing, so nope, that's it.
Alrighty. Rhogar.
Well, I don't really say anything clever or witty. I just take my great axe and do another reckless attack.
The 14 hits.
Hooray.
Sweet. And
Okay. You do notice that your attack, while it does like sink in and it feels like you great contact, it doesn't seem to do as much damage to him as you would have hoped.
This mildly worries me.
Yeah, like he doesn't wince. He doesn't like like you put the axe right into his shoulder and like he doesn't even react to it.
I just
Anyways.
kind of blink, but yeah. Other than that does it for me.
Now, you had your. No, okay, yeah, we're good. We're good. Yep, okay, cool. Dalia.
Okay. Well, seeing that there's no gold stuff in here, and we're thinking this guy is making the Frigid Woe, I'll step into here. Actually, I'll step to about here, and then oh shoot, do I have a good angle on this to shoot with my crossbow without hitting Rhogar?
Yeah, you'd be okay.
Yeah. Okay. So then I'll shoot a crossbow. No, that's not good. 8.
The crossbow goes high into the back wall.
Rough.
The
Okay.
bolt, that is.
Then I will use my bonus action to hide.
Okay.
If I can like duck behind the table, I guess, or
Go
slink
for it.
in the shadows. Do I have to roll for that?
You do. It's a stealth check, and just so you know, like he would have seen you shoot at him,
Mm.
and then he's gonna see you duck under the table. Now, once you're under the table, you might be quiet and he may not hear you and whatnot. But like if he wanted to come after you, he'd know like you were behind this table, right? Now, if you moved after doing the stealth, right?
Yeah.
And like, you're in your stealth while you move, then that's another story, right?
I was planning on like hiding under here.
Oh, like under the table.
Yeah. So like I was hoping to like duck under the table, hide, and then like sneak my way to this side of the table. That way.
Okay, so make a stealth check.
Okay, so that's 16.
Okay. You get under the table and you go through. Give me just a little acrobatics check or athletics.
I will take acrobatics. That is a dirty 20.
Okay, so you take your shot and then you kind of just like slide your way under the table, and you think you're pretty quiet about it.
Cool
Okay,
beans.
Chanty.
All right. I will run up behind Rhogar and lay a hand upon his back And I will cast a spell. And the spell I cast is Cure Wounds.
Oh, nice.
Oh, heck
Thank you.
So just pat him on the back.
yeah.
At
Even
what
after
level?
all I've
Ooh,
done.
5 whole health. And I'm gonna
Nice.
start making my way around the table so I can get into melee. And that's the end of my turn.
All right.
Ah, it's so tragic being a melee bard.
The white is going to say again in his broken tongue, "I shall it be the death of gods." And then he's gonna make 2 more attacks against you, Rhogar.
All right.
And actually, just to keep things a little bit spicy, he's gonna one-handed this time swing the longsword at you once for a 12. Oh, but that's an advantage because you're reckless, so it's actually a nat 20.
Oh,
All right.
Oof.
Ouch.
Rough. Oh, fucking rough.
That's crit.
Yikes, yikes, yikes.
So that's 11 damage.
oh, okay. That's not so bad.
Um,
I'm only at half health.
yeah. And then he's gonna, with his like free hand, he's gonna reach out and touch your chest.
Oh
Oh,
And
no.
no.
necrotic energy is gonna start draining the life out of you. So you need to
Oh,
make a con
Jesus.
saving throw. All right. Yep. You feel like he touches your chest and it starts like sucking energy out of you. It kind of feels like, and then it stops
Nice.
and you're okay. Like you don't even feel hurt a bit. Doesn't seem to affect your constitution.
Again.
All right. Kiro's gonna something like that, I think. And then he's going to Sacred Flame him again, because that's what you do.
Pew, pew.
Dilbert, go ahead and roll me a d8.
D8 coming up. 7.
Nice. The Sacred Flame this time kind of pours over the white, and it does not like that. All right, Dilbert, go ahead.
All right, I am staying as far away as possible from any of this blue shit. Because if I get it on me, I will probably die.
Yep, probably.
Good plan. Good
Yep.
plan.
So I'm going to shoot another 3 scorching rays from the doorway.
Nice.
19
Yeah.
to hit. 5 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fuck, that's only an 8 to hit. And a 21 to hit.
The 21 hits, yep.
8.
Yep.
8 damage.
Nice. Oops. Blasts the shit out of him and takes off a lot of his armor, takes off a lot of his like undead body. Still standing, but he's looking pretty rough.
Oh, good.
All right, yep, that's it for me. I'm not going in that room.
Don't blame me.
Okay.
Rhogar. I take a deep breath and I'm like, gods may die, friend, but so do we all.
Oh god.
And I hit him with a bit of a breath weapon.
Nice. Oh, nice.
Weird that it rolls for you.
So you blast it like directly at him, right?
Blasted right point blank in his face.
All right. And that's fire, right?
That is fire, yes, sir.
Alrighty. He gets a dex save, yeah?
He does. That dex save is, let's see,
11?
13 plus 3 plus 1. That is
No, not 13
17.
plus 3 plus 1. That'd be too high, I think.
I'm sorry. I'm looking at something totally different. That
But
is
still probably higher than 11, right?
that was unarmored defense. Yes.
Sweet. So he takes that full 20 points of damage. Is that what it is?
So yeah, his saving throw, 8 plus Constitution plus proficiency, so that's 8 plus 3.
Oh, it rolls like an attack. Hold on.
Yeah.
This rolls like an attack here. So now you can do damage.
All right.
Mhm. Yeah,
Nice.
Pretty good.
yeah, not bad.
Plus your strength. That should be plus your con. But whatever. We'll just take it. The fire pours over the creature, leaving it scorched and unmoving on the ground beneath you.
Oh
Okay.
shit.
When
It also wrecks these 2 back tables,
Of course.
but none of the mist or none of the blue powder seems to be like blast. Like it, maybe it incinerates it. Maybe I don't know, but like it completely fucks the 2 back tables as well.
I was actually just gonna ask about that. Like when the breath weapon hits the gold or the blue dust, does it turn it gold on the tables?
Make a check.
Yeah.
I sure hope there was nothing important on those tables.
Oh,
Ah,
that's loud. Sorry.
Oh
Sorry.
my
sorry.
God.
Sorry.
That was so loud.
Sorry. I don't know why that
Terror.
happened. This might be
what am I
loud too.
rolling?
Hold on.
Perception?
That's not too loud, is it?
No, that's
That's
good.
not so loud.
Good.
There you go. Okay.
Okay.
You can change the volume in the
Yeah. I was messing with it. Yeah. All right. Yeah, you can do anybody. It's a road of combat, so you guys can make perception checks if you want.
Cool
Or,
beans. I got an 8.
I'll take a look around. Oh, I'm so afraid. Oh, I'm afraid. Oh,
I don't see shit.
I got a 14 because you can't roll lower than your passive perception.
True enough. And so the majority of you guys don't see shit. But Chanty, even though you're not really trying to look around,
No, I'm just good.
yeah, you notice that the shelves throughout the room that have a lot of what looks to be like spell components, regents, laboratory supplies, all old. Some of them like very moldy. Some of them like very deteriorated.
Mm-hmm.
But you figure that like just generally like it's like around you is just a whole bunch of alchemist supplies. Likewise, each of the tables, except for the 2 that have been fooked on the end there, each of the tables has a variety of the type of experiments that are happening with the blue powder in different forms. And then you can kind of see in Dalia, now that you get closer, you can see those 2 tables. No, they're just like, incinerated and blasted off. There's no blue powder. No, the only powder-esque substance is ash on top of the tables.
Okay.
Because they are wooden
Travesty.
tables.
Can
mhm.
Can I check the white's body?
Mhm.
Specifically looking for like the gold powder or tools that I think might help us in making the gold powder.
Yeah. So especially after being blasted with that flame attack,
Mm-hmm.
you're kind of like going through like the rubble of this like shattered body now. You don't find anything terribly useful in there, except for 3 things.
Mm-hmm.
A keychain with 2 keys on it, which are warm to the touch, but they were just set on fire. So, and then effectively a scroll case that looks like it can contain 1 scroll inside.
Okay. So that was all 3 things, the 2 keys and then the scroll?
Yeah.
Okay. Can I pop open the scroll case and see what's inside? Like if there is a scroll in there?
You pop it open and there is a parchment inside, like rolled up.
Can I?
If you open it up and take a look,
Yeah,
what you
check it out.
see is effectively a map of this area,
Oh,
of this dungeon, including all the rooms, and they're labeled in a language which you, I believe, cannot read.
I'm gonna assume it's Draconic and go, hey, you wanna read out the labels on this map here, Rhogar, and hand it over to him?
Yeah, I'll take a look at it. Yeah.
Okay, so just for the sake of what we're doing here and everything, and also I don't want to go and have to mask any enemies that you missed. But the biggest thing that you notice that's okay, you were in a room. There's there was an armory room. There's like a weapons room. This is labeled as the the god killing room.
Huh.
There's one that's labeled the experimental room that then has like a little X written in it, and the little X then underneath it has the same thing like "Do not enter" beside it. And then directly across from you, according to the map, in the flooded chamber is the cure room.
No.
God damn it.
I said, you guys, I actually struggle not to laugh when I say this out. And I just kind of look up with a sort of a really amused expression and say, you guys are not going to believe this. The cure room's right across the door, right across the hall from us.
Of course it is.
Well, then I'm gonna say we get the heck out of here, and I'll stick the 2 keys in my pocket, and then we go over there. It's my vote.
I have no objections
Yeah.
to this.
What
Sounds
is
good.
the worst that could happen?
Oh, something else could attack us, probably just ambush us, but you know.
So you guys close that door before, so you open it and just walk it in?
Yep.
Don't
I
forget
would,
to bring T-Row with you.
yeah.
Yeah, my computer died, and I don't have a way of charging it.
Rough.
We got you. It
Yep.
was pretty at the front of the party, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Use me as a human shield.
Gotcha.
Perfect. Okay, so I'm pretty sure the room was empty the last time, but I am still going to do what I was doing last time and like pop open the door a little bit, peek my head inside, and see what.
Stealth check.
Yeah. 18? No, sorry. Yeah, 18.
Okay. Yep. So you creak it open a little bit. It's actually pretty quiet. Cold wind howls through the collapsed east wall of this huge chamber, whose far side is completely submerged under frigid seawater. A dense bed of kelp grows up from the submerged floor, obscuring any sight of what lies below. Broken glass and the remains of shattered tables cover the floor in the dry section of the room.
The truck door is open.
A truck door opens in the distance. Now.
An alarm bell sounds
No
like
worries.
the door.
You with your passive perception, you do notice that in this corner of the room there is a chest very similar to all the chests you guys were looking at before. But it's half submerged in the water.
Okay. I will, I'll turn to the group and I'll just say, there's a chest similar like the other ones. I'm thinking maybe the cure's inside there.
Well, let's check it out.
Okay, so I'll
Sign up
sneak
for
in.
traps.
Yeah. I'll sneak in and I'll sneak in and I'll check for traps as I'm going. Jesus.
All right. Investigation or perception check?
I mean, they're both good. So perception, because I don't want to touch anything and set it off by accident.
And you said
Oh.
you're sneaking in, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Friggin' hell. Got 5 perception.
Oh no.
I was so close to a 20.
It's a fair bit of water in here.
Yeah.
That's all you got.
Okay. Well, I'll keep sneaking across. Make my way to the chest. Can I drag it? Can I move it out of the water?
You can try, yeah.
What do you want me to roll for that?
Athletics.
Okay, so 17.
It either it's stuck or it's like built into the ground.
Okay.
Rhogar, as you step in the room,
Yeah.
like were you stealthing or were you?
Is it too late for me to make a stealth check?
No, go ahead. Okay, so as you move into the room, you see Dalia on the other end, like kind of tugging on this chest, and it seems pretty stuck in place.
Okay. I
Okay.
softly call out. Do you need any help?
No. I think I'm gonna try and pick it open like I did the last ones. So I'll.
I nod. Just stay by the door.
Do I see that symbol that was on the other ones? Like that carving that was etched in to like protect it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
Yep,
Okay.
yep.
I'll take my dagger and I'll scratch that out first.
Okay, make another stealth check.
12.
Okay.
Okay. And then
You scratch it out.
okay. And then I will pull out my thieves' tools and pick the lock.
Go for it.
Okay, what was it again that we did? We did proficiency plus my
Dexterity usually, I think.
I think
Yeah.
so, yeah. Okay, so 14.
You can't seem to get it.
Oh no.
Okay, knowing that these things are difficult and I have had to do the other ones twice, I'll try it again.
Okay.
Oh, don't let me. Oh, that's a lot better. 22.
This time you do get the latch and it pops open for you.
Okay. Pops open and I will
You see a whole bunch of sand.
I'll take the dagger and I'll do what I did with the last one and I'll slowly move the hilt of it through the sand.
And as you do so, you start hitting on some vials.
Slowly lifting them up with the hilt of the dagger up towards the top of the sand.
They're filled with a golden substance.
Oh, heck yeah.
Brilliant.
Uh,
As you also
No.
go through that,
No.
you also find inside a glass eye,
Glass eye. Oh, no.
as in like an eyeball.
I'm gonna take this as a bad thing.
I also am taking it as a bad thing. Okay, I'm going to scoop up all the vials.
Mm-hmm. There's 12 or 20 in total.
20?
Mhm.
20 vials. Taking all of them.
Sure.
Okay, and then, oh, God.
Give me a stealth check while you're doing that.
Oh, fuck.
Because you're clinking them or whatever, right? And like putting them in your bag.
18.
Yeah, okay, so you do somewhat quietly put them all in your bag, yeah.
Okay. I'll take the glass eye as well,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll bring it over to the road.
As you touch the glass eye,
Oh, no.
you notice that it is definitely made of glass or maybe a crystal substance.
It's not blinking or anything,
It's
is
just
it?
the most stressful thing I've ever.
Right? Oh, stress the fuck out.
What do you mean?
It's not blinking or doing anything weird.
You want to like look at it? Like you want to look in the eye of the eye?
Oh no.
No, I'm gonna I'll leave that to Dilbert there. I know my magical friend will have some better use of this.
Okay.
So I will come back this way, and I'm gonna take the same pathway that I did before.
Mm-hmm.
I'll back up out of the door and let her on through.
I'll close the door behind me.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, guys. I'll pull out a vial for each of them. These, because 1, 2, 3 of you guys have it, right? The Frigid Woe.
mhm.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
So I'll pull out 3 vials and give them.
Oh, I
Each
don't
a
like
vial?
that he remasked it.
What?
What do you
I
mean?
don't like that he just remasked the room.
You can't see in that room, that's all.
Oh, I'm so afraid.
Close the door, right?
Right?
What do you mean?
Anyway.
So I found 20 vials of the gold stuff. So you guys each take one of these.
All right.
Let's see if it works.
Do we know how to
Well,
actually? Do we snort
I'm
it
gonna
or?
sniff it. I'm just gonna sniff it.
Like you're gonna snort it, you mean? Or
Yeah.
Oh,
Maybe
boy.
take a little bit that way and then
like
maybe
do a line? Ah!
Just pop the cork and quaff the whole thing. Gulp, 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 gulp.
This isn't my first magic rodeo.
I'm just.
So
Well,
who else trying this unknown
I-
substance?
Chanty is explicitly watching the two to see what happens.
Chanty, what you notice as Dilbert and Rhogar take this substance into their body is their blue veins start to recede.
Okay. Does it take like a lot or
It's
like
it's the entire vial.
okay, yeah. Then he'll also, I guess, like reluctantly swallow a bunch of sand.
Gross.
All right, it's actually kind of like Buckley's, sort of what I
Okay.
describe it as, like the same substance and flavor.
Is
Oh,
that
so
is
like
that a
liquid,
note for
not
you
like a-
in the DM guide?
Oh
Oh,
yeah, it's Matt Mercer explicit Buckley's flavored antidote.
I was just about to say, what the fuck is Buckley's? Is that like some sort of a regional
Canadian
soda or
thing, you
something
wouldn't
like that?
understand.
It's a cough syrup.
Uh,
Is that a Canadian only thing? I don't
I
know.
think it is, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, okay.
Really?
I
That's
don't know any
amazing.
Americans who've heard of it, so I'm not
Or
sure.
maybe it's only in the land of Exandria.
Well,
Anyways.
Yes, it's definitely got a Canadian flag, apostrophe as
Ah,
the official brand
okay,
logo.
okay.
tells me everything I
It's
need to know.
it's known for being a very disgusting tasting
Cough syrup.
cough syrup. They market it as like tastes horrible, but it works.
Their slogan is literally "tastes awful, but it works."
Yeah.
Okay,
It-
so once they've taken those, I'm gonna
And
say,
by the way, each of you who've now taken that, you each now can restore your movement speed to what they are.
wicked.
Yeah, 25.
Yep, back up to 30.
Okay.
I think you should have higher than 30, shouldn't you, as a barbarian?
Maybe not yet. I don't know when he gets that movement speed buff.
I know I get unarmored. I know I get unarmored movement, but I think I don't get that until what?
Oh, 6, I think, maybe.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
Okay. So either we get out of here right now and take every single vial that was in here, or we can leave some behind, just in case somebody else comes in looking for the same thing. Or we take all of it and we try and mass produce this cure.
That
Maybe we
gets
could-
my vote.
well,
If-
like maybe not us specifically, because I don't really know anything about
No,
alchemy.
but we can bring it to somebody who does, right? Like I'm sure somebody in town or even the buyer will know somebody who can mass produce it, and we give them 1 or 2 vials.
Yeah.
And then we take the rest into town.
Yeah, that does make the most sense to me.
Sounds good to me.
This place wasn't exactly easy to get to or find, so
And it wasn't
Probably.
exactly
Oh, no.
very hospitable either. So
You're
you're
banging
right
on the
now.
door up here. Boom,
Oh,
boom,
we should leave.
boom.
We should go. We should leave.
Okay. We didn't leave anybody behind? Okay.
Do we know how it works? Like, so as far as we know, we have one person hold the amulet, everyone else touches them, and then we say the word.
Yep.
All right. So here's my vote.
So you guys all have to put a hand on me or something.
I actually vote Tiro holds on to the the amulet, and then we all say return. What is y'all's thoughts on this?
Mm,
I don't understand the difference.
I'm Kelp.
Tiro's gonna kind of look at you guys and go, "Okay, I'll hold it, whatever."
Are we sure?
No,
The-
but I think this might be the best option. All right, everyone, put your hands on the gnome.
I mean, he said everyone needs to touch the caster and will transport us back to Pale Plank. Oh no, sorry, he will return. He will transport us back to Pale Plank afterwards.
Did he not say that someone was going to be left behind, or am I totally crazy?
Can I roll a history check to remember that?
You both can. Everybody can up there. What?
I don't know. Like, it's just
Everybody
ingrained in
do
my
it.
brain. So if it's not true, it must be like
I got a 25 on that history check.
Okay.
6.
Okay.
6 as well.
All right. So Rhogar and Dalia, you're like kind of vague on it. You're like, I don't remember specific wording. Chanty, you basically remember that it's like, he said, you get this, you take this object with you, everybody touch the caster as they say the word, and you all get transported back. And then he like looks at you and says, except for one.
Yes. Okay.
But
knew
then Dilbert, you're dead confident that basically what he said was the caster says the word, and anybody touching the caster gets teleported back with the caster.
Yeah, okay.
I thought
Nope,
so.
we're good. Doesn't matter who casts it, and everyone goes with.
All right.
Okay. So I'll take the ruby thing because I think it's around my neck, right?
Yep.
So I'll just pull it out, like I'll hold it out, and then I'll make sure that everybody's got their hands on me at some point.
Yep,
Yep.
got a hand on your thigh.
Yeah, fair. That's fair. I don't even
I'm
care.
short, so.
So I don't care. I'm fine with it. I haven't been touched like this in a while. No, I'm just kidding. And I say, return.
All right. And you all.
All right, we're
Oh, fuck. I'm crying.
All right.
oh, so good.
So you all end up back in Trinlia, the little encampment when you got off the boat in
Yeah.
Easel Cross, and you're in the big tent that belongs to the buyer, and he kind of sees you all disappear. He's like, "Well, that actually worked. I mean, I knew the spell would work, but I just didn't think any of you would actually come back alive. Cool.
It was pretty cut and dry, pretty close at sometimes, so
Easiest adventure I've ever been on. He
Right,
lied.
Tiro, he looks at Tiro and goes, "Tiro, your debt's repaid. You can leave now. You're no longer my slave."
Oh wow.
oh buddy.
wow.
And Tiro just nods and looks at you all and goes, "May the Dawn Father's blessing be on you all." And he leaves.
Wow, that was
Wow.
a
Yeah.
twist I did not see coming.
So
Bard looks at you and goes, "What? They don't have slavery where you're from?"
Well,
It's more like indentured for it. No, well, I forget the word, but basically he couldn't pay his debts, so he worked for me to pay him off. Boom.
okay, yeah, that's
sounds like an arrangement anyways, more
that's
than
more
slavery,
like
but yeah.
something I'm familiar with. Yes.
Speaking of which,
Rhogar is deadly silent on the topic. He says nothing.
speaking of which,
He
I've
just
done
kind
you
of
guys
awkwardly looks off to the side.
done you all a big favor. So, what's my cut?
So first and foremost, we found the cure. I figure we give you 1 or 2 vials of it, and you can see if you've got any connections to mass produce a cure in this area.
He just kind of points around to his tent, and he's like, "No, we don't have laboratories here.
I mean,
You
we
can give me everything you found. I'll sell it. Let's do it."
No. So what I'm saying is, if you've got somebody, you can either send it to them, or I mean, we cleared out the majority of Saul's vault. There's a laboratory in there. It's got a bunch of blue powder on a whole bunch of the tables, so you'd have to be careful. But sure, you could probably make a cure with it.
Well,
No, I'm good.
maybe he's not interested in the cure, perhaps.
Fair enough.
Here's what I'm
I
thinking.
got-
I'm thinking you give me this cure you're talking about, and you were saying that back in Pale Bank, people are infected with this frigid woe, huh?
Yeah. See, this is what I. This is.
Mm.
This is where I was thinking.
Well, so it's either you take the cure, or, and like I said, I'm only giving you 2 vials of it if you want it, or I have these keys from Sal's vault. There was a white or an undead guy walking around carrying these. I'm sure they'd be of some use for anybody if you'd wanted them. And a glass eye, and I'll pull out the eye gem thingy, and I'll toss it to him.
He catches it, and he's like, "Okay, it looks kind of cool, little bauble. Yeah, I'll buy this off you for 10 gold pieces."
Great.
I'll look at the
that's
group.
settled.
I mean, I'm fine with that.
I don't care.
It's probably cursed anyway.
Yep.
Probably.
Okay, here, and he gives you 10 gold pieces. And he goes, "So listen, here's what I'm really thinking. I'm hearing a supply and demand scenario here. I say you guys give me all the cure. I'll pay for your boat ride out of here. Or if you want to stay and do what you're going to do, whatever. But you guys give me the cure, and I will sell it to the people of Pale Bank for a fair price. And I'll give you guys a combined 10% of the profits.
Yeah, see, that doesn't really seem fair to me, considering these people probably don't have the money to pay for it anyways. So I'm gonna, just say no to that and bring them the cure myself through your portal that you said that we could use to send it back.
Well, I said I'd get you back to me. Yeah, I can get something to pale back like instantly, but you just think I can do these things free of charge? I don't know. I already teleported you somewhere once, sent you a guide to help you.
See,
I
we never
don't
asked.
know.
We never asked for the guide, so that's on you. That was your decision. And if I do recall, you did say that you would, transport us back to Pale Plank as well as sending the vials ahead of us immediately with no charge.
Did
So
I say that?
yeah, you kind of did.
We also kind of
I'm
paid
good.
you already, I think.
I don't remember saying that. So
Oh, we should have gotten in
Listen,
right. True.
I'll tell
if
you
you
what.
want,
Let's do this as business people. Okay. 200 gold pieces. I'll teleport the materials directly back to Pale Bank to whoever you want. Well, it'll go to that fucking ranger, that mayor guy. And then you can be done your thing, and then you can do whatever you want from there. Okay, for 200 gold pieces. It's a pretty good deal.
just kind of staring him down.
Deathly silence in the room.
Do we even have that much money? I don't think we have that much money.
I don't.
That's more money than I've ever seen in my entire
I'm
life.
just gonna. Dilbert's just gonna like kind of tug on Dalia's beard and just like signal like kind of we'll be right back. We'll be right back. And then
Well,
we'll
hold
go
on. No,
outside
you
to
don't. You
protect
don't
them.
need to. You don't need to walk away at all. If you don't have the money literally on you, like you can just be in debt to me. That's okay.
No, just hold on a second. I just have to discuss something.
Also,
No,
I would
mean,
happily.
no. 2 seconds.
It's
I
very
will come
unusual
back to you. I
negotiating.
don't. I just need to discuss something with my companion here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry, sir. You're being rude. I'm trying to talk to my friend.
Yeah, he
So
pulls
I
out
just like
his bottle of
take
wine
Dalia
and
off
takes
to
a
the
few
side.
sips.
I don't
Yep.
even have to leave. Like we don't even have to leave the tent. I just want to take her to the side,
okay.
just like out of earshot. Just give him like maybe 7 vials and say that's all we found. And I'm like trying to be quiet and like tell her this.
Okay.
So I'll make it kind of look like I'm saying like, oh, we should do the deal, blah blah blah, kind of stuff like that.
Gotcha.
I'll kind of pretend to fight him back on it a little bit.
Okay, so one of you can make a deception check.
Oh,
Considering the
I-
last time I had, no, I didn't.
And the other person's giving them advantage. So you guys decide between you who's doing the check.
I've
I am shit. So
got good deception, so
okay,
I
yeah,
will
you go
take
for it.
advantage. So that's a 17 plus 4 or a natural 1. So I'll take the 21.
Okay. So
And then
he obviously notices you guys have this argument. And he goes, "So we doing this, or I have alternatives?"
Listen, I don't want to cause you any more grief. If I give you all of the vials, you'll send them to Pale Bank?
For 200 gold pieces, yeah.
And if I give you the vials so that you can sell them?
Oh, we're good then. I'll even buy them off you if you want. And I will sell them to the people of Pale Bank because they appear to desperately need it. I'm not a vicious person. I'm gonna try and help these people. But if I can make coin while doing so.
Fair enough.
We all have
On
bills to
on
pay,
one
is that
condition.
right?
On one condition. One, I get the eye back, and I'll give you your 10 gold back. or you can remove 10 gold from the price of the vials. But then I get to send my finances and my purse back in your little teleportation thing to Pale Bank.
Yeah, I guess.
Done. So I'll pull out 7 vials and I'll hand them over.
So sorry, say again what you're doing.
So I'm
What?
giving him 7 vials,
Yeah.
and then I
And
want.
we still need transportation back. But
Well, I can handle that. Don't worry. About that.
He said that he would pay for us anyway, so.
Okay, so
Well,
you're
if
gonna
not,
give him
I can probably-
7 vials,
Yeah.
and then you're also gonna give him a package to send back with the 7 vials.
Yeah.
Which you're gonna put the rest of the vials in.
The other vials are already in the bag. I'm pulling out 7 of them to give to him,
Uh-huh.
and then I wanted to, like, sneakily, like, make it so that I can, like, stick my bag in there so that he teleports them back, and hopefully the mayor, like, looks in the bag and is like, sees the vials. Like, my intention is to send them ahead so
Make
that
a
they get them
deception
free.
check at disadvantage.
Fuck me. Okay. Whew. 17.
So he just like looks at you, like blank faced.
Yeah.
Okay. So he opens up his box, his chest, and he looks at you and goes, "You can throw your things in there."
I'll stick my bag with the stuff inside.
Okay.
So it's got 10 vials in it.
Yeah. And as you put it in, it just like disappears once you put your hand off of it. Like it like pitch black in this box. So when you put your hand in, like you actually can't even see your hand once it goes into like put the bag in, and then when you let go, like it's you can't feel it at all anymore, and you pull your hand out, and he goes, "All right, so we're good to go. Vials, please."
No, I gave him the vials
you already
first.
gave him the 7?
Yeah, I gave him the 7 first.
So he goes, "Okay." Yeah, good pleasure doing business with you.
So just to clarify, how do I know that they went back? My bag went back to the Pale Bank, and how do I know that you're going to pay for our passage?
We don't have to pay for passage here anyway, so that's an upside. And then 2, you don't. But I would not be a very good business person if I didn't withhold or stand up to my deals.
I
So
that this has been absolute joy.
me too. At that note, please leave. I have business to do.
Yep. See you later.
fair enough.
And I'll walk out.
Bye, sir. Sorry I snapped at you.
As he ushers you guys outside, you see outside of his tent is a lineup of about a dozen or so people, all who look like adventurers, all who have blue veins.
Huh.
And he goes,
Oh shit.
"Lucky news, boys! The antidote, the cure is here. You got 200 gold pieces? I've got your cure. Come on in, come on in." And he goes back into his tent and and they start following him into the tent.
All right, let's get out of here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Not our problem anymore.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so that's basically the end. Kind of leaves it open here where it's like, like if we wanted to, you could explore more of Easel Cross, and I guess you could homebrew something or whatever along those lines, right?
Yeah, because our initial goal was to actually get here anyway, right?
Yep. And so, and get the cure back to Pale Bank, right?
No, I
Yeah.
meant like the reason, like in lore, why we came to Pale Bank in the first place was as a staging ground to get to Easel Cross, right?
Yeah.
Potentially, yeah, yep.
Okay, cool. No, that's cool.
So that's the general idea, is that you could head back to Pale Bank. Because you teleported the goods and you did so quickly, people in Pale Bank would have been okay. If you went back to Pale Bank, you would be you would be paid 100 gold pieces, not per person, like as a group, 100 gold pieces, because they don't have that much money in Valebank.
Yep.
But you'd also be, exalted heroes, and
Yeah.
like and get to live there if you wanted in your own huts
So-
and whatnot.
So
Yeah.
what you're saying is that we got the good ending.
Yeah,
Okay, good.
you can say that. Yep. So
That's a
Yeah,
pretty
and then-
fun little adventure, though.
yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah, that's fun.
I mean, I'm pissed that
uh,
that guy won't fucking give it to the adventurers for free or like try and make more of it. But
Well, that's what makes it so valuable. Is as soon as we got in there, I realized that we had fucked up pretty bad.
yeah,
But
I kind of almost wanted to make more of the cure using that thing, but the knocking on the door made me a little bit weary of staying too long.
yeah,
Not to mention the fact that I kind of probably burnt anything that might have been useful in making it anyway. So
You had like a third of a chance that you did, anyway.
Keep in mind, this is like a building from a crashed flying city that crashed thousands of years ago. So that
Yeah.
white is a guy who's been a undead for thousands of years, the whole time making more and more of the Frigid Woe, but he never once did anything related to the cure. So even like the science behind how you make the Frigid Woe and or how you'd make the cure,
Probably
Lost
lost.
to time.
probably maybe you could find something, right? And then even then, like any notes you would have found would have been in Aeorian, which is like an offshoot of what is current day Draconic. So then, like, all you'd have is your Barbarian to read through these extremely scientific, magical notes, and in a
and
language
he's
that
not
he
the most
kind of
intelligent person
understands.
in the world, so
Yeah, I don't
as
know.
dutifully exemplified.
But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it. I know
Yeah.
it went
That was
longer
good.
than I thought,
That was fun, yeah.
It was a ton of fun.
so I think next week we're getting back into the regular game.
sounds like
Sounds
it.
good.
I think it's next week, right?
Yes.
Don't know. Fucking Tony kind of keeps changing it every time I look on Facebook. So
Oh, he's
Yeah.
got a lot of business going on, so I
At this
understand.
yeah,
point,
no,
I
it's
kinda
not, I
just-
don't blame him.
Yeah, at this point, I just kind of like wing it. I mean, if we have a game for that day, then cool. If not, then fuck it, I'll do something else.
Yeah.
So
Well, what else are you gonna do right now, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Except for
uh,
Tanner driving
got
all
a
over the place.
I got a Twitch channel. I could probably start streaming some more.
Could do that. Could do
There
that.
you go. It's nice for Tanner because our game is on Friday nights that I run.
Oh yeah.
He's doing Curse of Strahd,
Nice. We're doing that too, actually.
Yeah.
and I think they're all going to
Hating
die.
every minute of it.
They're all gonna die.
All of them are going to die. At no fault to Tanner.
Yeah, it's not gonna be my fault. I'm probably one of the only voices of reason in that party.
The
was-
rest of the party is incredibly chaotic.
Yep.
Well, considering Curse of Strahd setting, that's probably kind of a given.
Yes,
will
Curse
be
of Strahd kind
really
of just
fun,
does
though.
that, right? Yeah. Yeah.
Like, don't you
And,
guys like appear as like sort of, like blackguards or something like that anyway, or whatever it is? Like, essentially
again?
undead versions. I mean, the Curse of Strahd is set in what the Shadow Realm or Shadowlands or.
Tanner doesn't know that much yet.
I have no idea.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's
It's
been-
got weird effects. It does have weird effects. Yeah.
Yes, there's lots of weirdness that has happened for sure.
I just know it's not the material plane. That's all I know.
No, I kind of figured it was some kind of pocket realm, but I have no idea.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm doling it out pretty secret like.
Yeah, I don't know anything about it, so I'm just kind of making a wild guess anyway. So
It's very Castlevania-esque.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe Castlevania might have been at least partially based off of the Ravenloft setting. I don't know because they're very.
Really? That's
well,
cool.
I'm not like certain. I'm kind of making that up, but
Yeah, I can see it though. Yeah, yeah. Even the fact that
like-
like the good guys even are like extremely one
Yeah.
way, right? Like, yeah.
Especially if you have you watched the Castlevania anime on Netflix?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
so good.
so good. Like I was not expecting it to be that good, but it definitely has very strong Strahd vibes.
Doesn't it? Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. All right, well, I'm gonna bump off then.
Yeah.
Alright.
All right.
Go make some dinner, but good playing, and I did check with you over game next week. So,
Wonderful.
Right.
Cool beans.
Awesome.
Sounds good.
all right,
All
All
guys,
right. See you guys later.
take
Take
it
care.
easy.
Bye.